Today we are making what might be one of the cutest mini drinks ever, the Donut Milkshake from Diner Series 4. There's frosting, sprinkles, a tiny donut, and honestly it looks like something a dessert fairy would order in a 1950s diner. Also, please stay tuned to the end of this video for a fun surprise. Now let's take a look at our ingredients. So I had to gather each ingredient over time from different sellers in one of my Facebook groups that I'm in, because I'm not able to locate this series in stores near me. And when I do order a couple of capsules here and there from Amazon, I'm always either getting taquitos, or pasta shells, which is not what I want. I want to be able to collect the entire series, so that's fun. So let's go ahead and take a look at each ingredient. So we've got the cup, I've got a whipped cream, I've got a resin that I thought would be similar to the one that it came with. I know this resin that they had was like a light pink, and then they had some form of malt that went with it. But I think with this color, we don't need that malt coloring. And then we have a tray of donuts, which is the best part. And so we'll be using the mini donuts that are in front. The donuts in back are donuts I've been making out of a mold that I have. So I've been kind of making my own donuts here and there, just for fun. And then we have sprinkles. We have the sprinkles. And then gotta get in the drawer real quick to see if we can get the nozzle that goes with the resin. And then we, of course, need the straw to be able to put the donuts on. So we have the straw. So those are all the ingredients that you will need. So technically you can accumulate your own ingredients to make a series that you may not have. So I might have to do this with the chicken pot pies, because I've never been able to find the chicken pot pies either. These are the only two from the Diner Series 4 I've never been able to find. So this might be an idea for you. Get on the Facebook Miniverse group and see if you can accumulate some of the ingredients if you have not been able to locate this series yet, or this kit. Okay, so now we're going to make the milkshake and add the resin into the cup. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and add the resin into the cup, and then we're going to cure it, and then a little bit of it, and then we're going to put the straw in. So I want the straw to stick up a little bit higher than normal so that I can accommodate for the donuts that will be hanging off of it. So I did not warm up the resin, but it's going to be a warm day today. So let's take a look and see how this looks in the cup. Okay, so this is like a clear. I might have to find some form of colorant, because this kind of looks more like it's clear, like a clear pink. And this is the one I have the most of, but it's like the closest to the coloring that I've seen. And I think I overfilled it. So let me go look for some form of pearlescent colorant that would turn this from clear to more of a solid color. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I got something called Deco Dust that I found in my ingredient drawer. And it's like a hot pink mica powder, but it's got glitter in it. Oh well, I think this might look like a dessert for the 1950s fairy. Or a 1990s fairy, because I don't know if they really had glitter back in the 1950s. But this may change it from clear, or like this hot pink clear color, to more of a solid. I just need it to be more solid. So we're gonna add a little bit of Deco Dust at a time. And as you can see, it's like a very hot pink, which is not the color. We want more of a milky milkshake color. So let's see if this works. Nope, this is starting to look like Barbie. Barbie had a drink. Now it's like glitter and hot pink. Okay, I'm gonna have to maybe find some white resin, because this is like not milkshake quality. I mean, this is a unicorn milkshake maybe, but this is not like milkshake. So I'm gonna go find something white to put into the resin. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I'm gonna try to use some of this cookie icing resin from a kit I had from one of the Target kits. So let's see if I can get some of this out and get it in here to make it more of a milky milkshake color. So this is the challenge about making your own kits, is you kind of have to experiment and play with it to be able to get it to what it should look like or what it looked like in the picture, since you don't have the kit itself. So come on, let's get some of this out. I don't have a lot left in here, but I had enough. Okay, so I'm going to mix this together and see what happens. Oh, I'm making messes. Okay. I'm going to let this sit for a second. Okay, so I found some white resin and I mixed it in, and now it's more of a solid pink color that looks more like a milkshake, like a strawberry milkshake. So before it was just a hot pink clear color. You can kind of see at the bottom of this jar like how clear it is. So let's see if we can mix it in here. And so I just mixed it in the silicone mixing thing, and I don't want too much because I don't want the straw sticking out too far. It'll look kind of like a weird cartoon. So let's see if this can mix together with some of that clear that got stuck in the bottom of the cup. And so if it cures right there, then that means my straw sticks out by that much. And I still have to be able to figure out how to get the whipped cream on here with the straw, which can be a challenge. So, and then keep the donuts on top. So, looking good so far. So I'm going to go ahead and cure this, and I will be back and we will add another layer of resin. Okay, so I was able to cure it, and then I just tested out the straw to make sure that the straw sticks out just enough for me to put the donuts on top. So I think we are good to go. Let's go ahead and pour some more resin in. This is like the hot pink. I mean, I'm not sure if you can see how hot pink this is, but it's at least a solid pink color instead of a see-through resin looking color. So to me, this looks more like a real special strawberry drink. So I'm just going to fill it almost to the top. Hopefully we'll have enough for the donuts here. And then I got to figure out when to put in the whipped cream. So I'm going to cure it here. And then I'm going to add the whipped cream with a thin layer of resin on top so that it doesn't sink to the bottom, because I don't want it to sink to the bottom. So we're just going to stir this around a little bit, and I will cure this, and then we will add the whipped cream and the donuts. Okay, so now we're ready for the whipped cream topping. So I'm just going to get a thin layer of resin on top here. Coat it around, don't need a lot, just enough to be able to stick the whipped cream on top. There we go. So I got a really thin layer there. I'll take the whipped cream, place it on top with the seam side to the side, and squish that down. There we go. And let's test out to make sure we can stick a donut on. Yep, we can stick a donut on. So I'm going to cure that in place. And then we'll add the chocolate donut. So the whipped cream is now done. Looks pretty good. now we're just gonna look at some donuts, some of these tiny little mini donuts. So let me look at the picture and take a look and see like how many donuts did they put on? Can we only fit 2 or 3? Let's see. Do a vanilla, a chocolate, and maybe another vanilla. Oh, I could fit 3 donuts on, potentially. But we also have to decorate the donuts. So that may be just 2 donuts. So let me take a look at the picture and see where we're at. Okay, they definitely have a 2 donut situation going on. So we'll just do 2 donuts. We will have a little bit of resin left from the drink. So that should be enough to coat the donut and put sprinkles on it. And you want to keep the hole as clear as you can from the resin because it will prevent the straw from going on if you don't. So just be very cognizant when you're putting the resin on these tiny donuts that you are making sure you're keeping the hole clear from any resin. So I might just cure this and then we'll do one more layer to kind of give it more of a pink color. And then we'll add the sprinkles. I am pretty proud of this donut because I'm able to take it off and rotate it and do all sorts of things with it, and it's fully cured. And I was able to move the sprinklers around, and it looks really cute, I think, for a donut. So I'm pretty proud of that donut. I think that's probably one of the best donuts I've ever done. So now we're just going to do a chocolate donut. And so I'm going to bring the resin closer. Let's see. I'm just going to do a thin layer. We're not going to see the pink on the chocolate as much, but I'm still going to do probably 2 layers, just so it looks similar to the yellow donut. Vanilla. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to cure that, and then we'll add the sprinkles. Okay, now we're going to add the sprinkles. I'm going to do another thin layer of frosting around the donut. Then I'm going to take the sprinkle fairy and it's going to go all over the place. There's that, so we'll move this around. And then we're going to find some sprinkles and sprinkle the donut. I have a lot of cleaning to do. Okay. So we got the sprinkly donut, and then this is what I do to clear it off before I cure it, is I stick it on. So now I'm just going to take a toothpick and adjust the sprinkles to kind of go where I want them to go on the donut, and then I'll cure that, and then we'll take a look and see what it looks like as a final product. Okay, so I've got both the sprinkles on the donuts, but we have one thing I forgot about, is that we need to put sprinkles on top of the whipped cream. But I still have enough resin, so that's not a problem. Glad I remembered that before I ended the video. So now we're just going to have to find all the sprinkles that are laying around my area. Just put a couple of daubs of resin around the whipped cream, and then just all the sprinkles that fell on the floor are now going to go on top of the whipped cream. Yep. So I'm just going to find all the sprinkles. There we go. And the reason I'm doing it this way, not just like sprinkling it on top, is that for the whipped cream, I want them to lay a certain way and have a certain color scheme to them. I don't want it to be kind of chaotic and have too many of the same color around. So this way I can control how many sprinkles are on there on the whipped cream and what colors are on there. So that's why I am doing this in a more cautious manner. Let's see. Plus, I can get all the sprinkles off my counter instead of having to find them later. There's that, and then blue one there. Blue goes on top. And then I'm going to do this around the corner right here, and then I'll show you how this turned out. Okay, there we have it. So that is the whipped cream donut milkshake. This one turned out really good, better than I thought it was going to turn out. I love the colors. I love the donut toppers. I feel like this belongs in a tiny little dessert shop with a neon sign that says treat yourself. Let me know what you think of it in the comments. Would you order this donut milkshake in real life, or is this too sweet for even your sweet tooth? Before we go, I have a little surprise. So we're going to go ahead and start doing a spin the wheel situation for future videos. So if you stayed this far into the video, you're now in for a fun treat. Starting this week, I will be doing something a little different to decide which series we will be looking at for the next video. Can you guess what it is? I will be spinning the wheel of the Great Miniverse. That way it will always be a fun surprise, and I'll never know what we're going to be doing. So let's go ahead and spin the wheel. And it looks like we have Taco Bell as the next series we're doing. Yay! Don't forget to like and subscribe for more tiny food chaos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!